You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
It's time to get back to the action of the Outdoors Delmarva Amazing Day Out.
Once again, here is Tim, Michelle, and Luke from the DSN studio.
All right, we open up our fourth game back at JZ Farm. This time it's an obstacle course. Boo Crew's been dominating everything, but I think this is where other teams can start to even it out. We got some athletes all around. We're going to start with Zoe going for the Pumpkinheads. She's got the orange shirt. It's perfect.
And this looks like a really difficult course, but really fun. And look at her going through it really quickly so far.
Key to an obstacle course, no hesitation. You have to make sure that every move you make, you commit to 100%. And Zoe's at a good pace so far.
I mean, look at this, the rock
climb.
wall, come on, and she's flying through it. So Zoe would end at a minute 35 after she crawls through this all to wrap it all up. A good showing from Zoe, honestly, and looks like she's the first one to go. She had to set the tone for everyone else.
Always the toughest going first because you're not really up against anyone else. It's simply you versus the clock, and Zoe gets off to a really good start.
Oh, wow, that's painful. Wow. Falls in the middle, gets back up, finishes off strong. A minute 35 for Zoe. A solid time to start it off.
That stumble
great
could be costly.
recovery for her too after falling like that.
All right, now we got Jeff for the Boo Crew trying to keep their winning ways going, and he was climbing early on, trying to get all the way through.
He's going full throttle. He doesn't care if he's falling. He's just going for it every move. And now he's on the rock wall there.
I'll tell you what, this is making Zoe's time on the rock wall look a whole lot quicker. Jeff is being very patient on the rock wall.
Oh, face plants into the netting.
Oh, Jeff.
I feel like everyone's gonna fall, right?
Did he
Like
start
there's
this?
it's hard to keep your balance on all those different courses.
Wow, so Jeff finishes at a minute 50 with no glasses anymore at the end of it. A good run for Jeff, so Zoe's ahead of him. Now comes the Reapers. Jeff's still feeling good. Now for the Reapers, we've got Chase, and you can see right away he's leaping through whatever the obstacle is.
This was designed for Chase Westruck.
He was so excited about this day of fun.
Absolutely.
And you can see his energy right now going through each obstacle, heading towards the rock wall.
I think this is how Chase gets out of bed in the morning to go brush his teeth. He's got his own little pack and play that he has to wind through just to get to the bathroom.
So much enthusiasm for him out there.
Look at him just fly across. A great showing from Chase. He ends with a minute and 6 seconds. He beats everyone else by nearly 30 seconds. First place for the Reapers, a big win. They try and mount their comeback, but they still got a couple more games to go.
We're up to game 5 of the Amazing Day Out. It's a barrel race. Each team member is going to help for this one, and we're going to have the Reapers up first, and it's going to be Chase taking the lead for his squad right here. Come on, Chase, you can do it.
Go. He was made for this, just like the obstacle course. This is Chase's thing.
What's the strategy here? Do you approach it as if it's a hamster wheel, or do you act like you're a little kid got put in a tire and you just roll
Look at Manny going for it.
Pat and Manny. This is where you need a good full team. The other events, you could throw your best person on a certain thing, and Manny's rolling with the circle.
That works even better.
Manny's getting PTSD to those lineman sleds.
This is where I really think they got sore, from this specific course in this game right here.
So the Reapers went for a minute 48. Now it's the Boo Crew as they're taking whatever strategy they can.
James, back it up.
Keep
Back
going.
it up.
Get up, James. It's
Call life alert.
And that's Satara right there for the Boo Crew.
keeping it moving. So the
Zoe?
Boo Crew ends with a minute 42. They edge out the Reapers by 6 seconds. Can the Pumpkinheads get sub 140?
Trey's up and he just decides to roll on down.
It's going down a hill.
Instead of a hamster.
This is good.
It works. Yeah, he's got some speed there.
Wow.
A lot of different methods to try to move this barrel.
And then he abandons halfway through. I like how he tried 3 different strategies throughout the entirety.
Wow, so the Pumpkinheads pick up first place there. A minute 39. These 3 teams separated by just 9 total seconds. That was probably our best event, but the best is still yet to come.
The Boo Crew comes into the final event at this amazing day with the lead, but the maze, everything's jacked up. The stakes are higher. Here's how this works. Every single team has a pumpkin, and the winner gets 20 points. That could vault somebody on top for an upset.
I mean, it's going to completely flip the scoring. Basically, if you win the maze, you put yourself in the best chance to win the whole day, and this is phenomenal. Everybody all at once, and they all have to come out together as well. So the one person can't just find the pumpkin and leave. You got to get the whole team back together and go.
And I remember last year when we did the maze, I was exhausted after about 30 seconds to a minute. And they all got their pumpkins, I think, within about 2 minutes around there. So that was their goal, to get in and get out as quick as possible.
Everyone has to race out at the same time, and this finish is going to be close because I'm seeing some Boo Crew leaving that place last. Could we have a spoiler here at the end? It looks like the Reapers come out first, and how about that? They win one event, the obstacle course, and yet they get to come back to the station with bragging rights. They went in with 28, Pumpkinheads second with 20, Boo Crew last place with 17, even though they cleaned up in the first half.
That's how it goes. I mean, when there's one big event, they went all out for the biggest event, and they got the job done. Big props to the Reapers.
And I'm sad we weren't there, but it was just as awesome to watch how they did. Next year, we got to be there, though.
That was so much fun, and we're already looking forward to next year.
Before we start scouting out locations for next year, we still need to check out your latest photos. So we'll do that when Outdoors Delmarva returns.